Hey guys, Anders here. Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're talking about a video game that has been suggested to me multiple times in the comments section, and I've actually had some friends tell me to play this and try this out. So we're trying a game called Shatterline. It just entered its playtest. It's supposedly being released in February of 2023 and will be coming to consoles as well. It is, of course, a hero shooter that is 6v6. It has 3 game modes so far: Escort, Hardpoint, and Team Deathmatch. It has a PvE element that is used to unlock things in the actual multiplayer, which we'll get into further detail, and some of the annoyances of that. And yeah, let's just talk about some Shatterline. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. If you tried the game, let me know what you think in the comments section. I'm going to just tell you guys about my experience with the game. I've been playing it a couple times on my stream. I stream every single day at twitch.tv/enders. I'll probably be streaming this again tomorrow, so follow the stream in the description. First link. Now, first things first, let's just talk about the gameplay. So the gameplay heavily reminds me of some older Call of Duties / Apex / maybe some Battlefield elements. It's a mix of a lot of things. You have an interesting slide that the longer you hold the slide key, the longer you go, but at the end of your slide, you start to slow down. You can also cancel the slide. You cannot actually ADS while you're jumping. The strafe speed is pretty mediocre. But I'd say overall, the movement definitely feels pretty smooth. There are some characters with some unique movement abilities, like the characters with the hyper sprint, but they have a lower base movement speed. As far as the gunplay goes, it seems pretty alright to me, but there is definitely some very obvious networking and hit registration things going on with this game, and the developers know about it. I mean, if you're in their Discord, I'm sure they've been talking about the known issues of the game, but there are times where you shoot someone and you just don't do any damage, and there are definitely times where the netcode kind of fucks you and you'll peek a corner and you die way around it. Or I even had times where I die and then 2 to 3 seconds later, the guy that killed me actually appears on screen and I never saw him when I died. But admittedly, that's super rare, and I wouldn't really worry about that, and I wouldn't let it turn you off trying this game, because I do actually think it has some pretty decent potential, especially considering that it's not really near release. Like I said, they're releasing this in February of 2023, so they got a little time to smooth some things out on their end. Now, as far as game modes, we have some pretty classic game modes available, at least for the playtest. I'm not sure if they'll add more game modes when the game releases, but for right now, we have Hardpoint, Team Deathmatch, and basically pushing the cart game mode. If you ever played Team Fortress 2, if you've ever played Overwatch, it's called Escort in this game. It's a push the cart game mode. You know, you got to push the cart up to advance it to the next sector, and then, you know, you got to stop them from pushing on defense. After you lose the attacking side, you switch to defense and vice versa. So it's pretty classic competitive game mode, and because the game is 6v6, I do think that they will probably push some competitive aspects of this game in the future. And if you look in the bottom right-hand corner of any of these clips, you'll see my FPS. The FPS in this game is crazy high. This game runs fantastically. I wouldn't worry about any optimization issues. Sometimes I might even spike to over 300 FPS in some of these clips while I'm streaming. So it runs fantastic. Definitely better than any Battlefield 2042 game has ever run. But let's start talking about some of the stuff that definitely needs to be remedied in this game. So first and foremost, the skins. You might just think, oh, Enders, what's wrong with the skins? Surely they're just cool looking. You know, every game has skins. Okay, the skins give you stats. You heard me correctly. The skins give you stats in this game. They increase damage. Some of the shotgun skins make them shoot more pellets. The point is, I'm not dying to someone because they have a cooler looking skin than me with a better attribute. That needs to be completely removed from multiplayer. And I have a feeling they thought that was okay to implement because of the PvE aspect of this game. But it has to be removed from multiplayer if you're going to keep that in the game. That is unacceptable. It's totally undefendable as a mechanic in a multiplayer PvP game. And it's just fucking stupid. But as far as this game goes, that's really like the most egregious problem I have with it. The other problems I would say are mostly balance problems. For instance, the game has pretty slow health regeneration, and you have a character in the game that completely negates that downfall by having a med kit that instantaneously grants her full HP. And she has an ultimate that heals her over time as well. Some of the ultimates one-shot you, and there are many ultimates that one-shot you. There is a guy with a revolver ultimate that one-shots you across the map. There is a sniper chick that can go invisible, and her ultimate ability is a railgun that has 100% accurate hipfire across the map that also one-shots you. There's a minigun ultimate that one-shots you. There's a guy with abilities that are all focused around killing named Ram, and guess what? His ultimate also one-shots you, and his other abilities also one-shot you, by the way. He has a gravity pulse that either one-shot kills you or sends you careening into a corner or a wall, only to be one-shotted by his throwing axe, which is his other ability. So he has 3 abilities that one-shot you. And as you can probably imagine, it gets really, really bad when everyone is playing all of the characters with these one-shot ultimates, and they all get their ultimates up at the same time, and they stagger using them. So, okay, you're playing the game. Oh, one-shotted by a minigun, one-shotted by another ult, one-shotted by a revolver, one-shotted by a sniper. You know, it gets really, really old. And I definitely think all of these ultimate, except for maybe the ground slam ultimate that one-shots you, they definitely need to be rebalanced in some way. And I think I mentioned it at the beginning of this video, but they definitely need to fix some of the netcode. Maybe they need to increase the server tick rate and just fix the lag of the servers, because it can be really annoying sometimes. And let's start talking about the PvE mode. So there is PvE. And it is a fairly big part of the game that is heavily incentivized to be played by the in-game unlock system. And the in-game unlock system goes a little bit like this. You start playing the game, you have tier 1 weapons. You use the tier 1 weapons to unlock tier 2. When you unlock tier 2, you can start using the tier 2 weapons when you buy them with the credits that you earn from the PvE mode and playing the PvP. But don't bother trying to grind PvP only to unlock all of the weapons, because you're going to need to play PvE because you just get way, way more credits. Now, the other annoying thing is after you've already unlocked these weapons fucking twice, so you unlock the tier to be able to even see the weapon to unlock, then you bought the weapon with the credits. Then, on top of that, if you want to use attachments on the weapons, you then have to use more of the in-game credits to unlock the attachment slots, so you can use the attachments that you unlocked via playing the game. So it's definitely a very tedious and irritating system that could definitely benefit from being streamlined in potentially multiple aspects. And as far as the PvE itself goes, it reminds me of Destiny, little skirmishes where you run around, you kill monsters, and there's a final boss at the end. You play it with 2 other people, and you have these little capsules that you unlock that you get, more powerful abilities to use in the PvE. And you get to level up weapons in there as well a little bit with the XP. But if all of you die at the final boss, you could be in one of these PvE events for like 45 minutes or an hour, and if all of you die, you don't get anything. So that really feels like shit when it happens, because it happened to me once, and I didn't know that was gonna happen. And we wasted like 45 minutes grinding for credits to unlock weapons, and we ended up getting nothing. So be very, very careful when playing PvE for sure. And yeah, and overall I'd say the game has a long way to go, but I can see this game becoming something worth playing if they remedy some of the aforementioned things, like the unlock system, some of the PvE, some of the abilities and all that. I can see this game being pretty good. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the content, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you guys think of the game and the gameplay in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next one.